Hey everybody! I thought I would start a little series on Diamond Painting 101. When I first started diamond painting, I didn't watch a video. I don't even know if I read instructions. So I'm just going to kind of break it down step by step and kind of talk about what I learned along the way. And I thought it'd be a great way to start would be one of these little um, canvases, one of these little kits. This is from Paint Gem. This is the Rainbow Edition. I'm going to open it up. I don't know if I've ever opened this one. I'm going to open it and show you everything that comes in the kit, and then we're going to work on one diamond painting together. So this is Rainbow Edition. It's from Paint Gem. And before we even start, there are kind of two types of diamond paintings. There's the licensed and unlicensed. So licensed is anything that the company has contracted with artists and they have the permission to use that artist's work in diamond paintings, and they usually compensate the artist. Paint Gem, their work is licensed. I don't know if they have specific artists. I don't remember, but I do know that their artwork is licensed. Unlicensed will be anything that is not licensed by the artist who holds the copyright, meaning the image is maybe stolen. Sometimes it's maybe just taken from the general domain, but it could be stolen. And usually you can find unlicensed artwork on sites like Temu, AliExpress, sometimes Amazon. I've never really bought one, so I can't really tell you if the quality is as good as a licensed kit. I do know that sometimes you can still find good quality kits on those sites. I've just always kind of stuck to companies that I know have licensed artwork, like Dreamer Designs, Diamond Art Club, or Aloha, the one with the diamond art, and Jaded Gem Shop, and a few others. Those are the ones that I really stick to. But those are the two types of diamond painting you may find. This is what we call a mini kit. So this is the Rainbow Edition, and I picked it. Sorry, I'm on my lunch break, but I forgot I had my computer stand on. I picked the Rainbow Edition because I really wanted something bright and fun. So to open it, the box, I just pulled the sleeve off. I opened the box, and this is how the kit comes. So this is your toolkit. Most of your diamond painting kits are going to have a basic toolkit. And in this toolkit right here, it's a nice little bag. It says Paint Gem. You're going to have what they call a boat or a tray, and that's this. And this is good for basic. We're going to use this. I'm going to use everything that comes in this kit. This is a little, people call them the squishies. It's just a little gripper so you don't hurt your finger. Some wax. This is Pink Heart wax. You have a little pen that we're going to use. And then some plastic tweezers. Tweezers can be used to pick up one drill at a time and put them down. So what is a drill? We call it diamond painting, but obviously we don't paint with diamonds. We paint with what we call drills, and that is what these are right here. So these are square, and I've seen two types of diamond paintings. I've seen square and I've seen round. And so in this kit right here, they already come individualized in resealable bags. So you have all of these bags. We're going to just look at one. And they're going to be labeled. So number 20, so that's just like number 20 on the list probably. 608 is the DMC number. So DMC, if you're a cross stitcher, if you've embroidered, DMC is a color code that a lot of floss companies use, and diamond painting companies may use that DMC number code for the different colors as well. So sometimes it helps if you somehow misplace a sticker, or you're not quite sure if it's the right color. You can Google DMC code 608 and it'll show you a picture of the floss or maybe a picture of the color, and you can say, oh yeah, that's the right color. Or maybe you have this labeled as 608 and you're like, nope, that is not the right color. So in the Paint Gem kit, they already come pre-sorted in their own little baggies. And with these kits, what I do, I do not put the stickers on the bags, and I'll tell you why. So you also get this sticker sheet. They're individual stickers with the symbols on them, and you just match your symbols up on your canvases. For Paint Gem kits, I leave this just as it is because I don't have another key, so I won't know when I'm looking at my canvases what D is unless I dig through all of my bags. So if I leave this just like this, I can find D, 602, and then I just find 602 in my baggies. And of course, I'm not finding it right now. Oh, here it is. And I know that this is the correct drill because it says 602. 602, 602, 602 is D. And maybe sometimes I write on here D. Anyways, this is your sticker sheet. So we'll call it, this is your key. This is going to tell you what symbols correspond with what colors. And then Paint Gem has this little packet. And in your packet are all the different little canvases. So I'm going to move this box. I'm going to move this. And we're going to look at all the different canvases. So now these canvases, they're not sticky here. And then when you peel the plastic, they're going to have glue, be sticky on the parts where you see the symbols and the colors. And all you do for diamond painting is you match symbol to symbol. So K, we'll go with K, and you just fill it out. And the parts that don't have symbols, you don't do anything. So we have this one, the ice cream one with the hearts, I like that one. And really, these little kits, they're just fun to do when you just need a little pick-me-up. Oh, I like this one. This one's flowers. This is a mermaid. So this is the rainbow kit, like I've said, and it just had bright, happy colors. And at the time, I felt like this would be perfect for when I just need a bright, happy moment in my life. And work's been super stressful, so I could use a bright, happy color today. Unicorn. I like this one. I think this is the one we're going to work on. Magic. All right. So I picked what canvas I want to work on. This one. And now, hold on, I got to get the cat hair. Cat hair is everywhere. Make sure you're nice and centered. Okay. So I have the canvas I want to work on. Now what? Well, okay. I'm going to peel off the plastic. Now you have to be careful. I think with this plastic, only the side that you peeled off is non-stick. I could be wrong. So I'm trying to be really careful and not put this side down on the canvas, because if I do, it might stick and I might not be able to get it off without causing trauma. So I'm going to put this over here. Now what I like to do when I'm working on these tiny little canvases, because I use both of my hands, I like to tape mine down to my desk. That's just me. Some people don't. And I can tape it down because it's not interfering with any of the glue. There's no glue here, so I'm not going to interfere with the picture. And this is just what I like to do, and I just use good old gift wrap tape. And I'm ready to go. So what do I start with? Well, I like to put the squishy on my pen because I don't want to get a callus on my finger. And it works. I mean, I hold it just like I hold a writing pen. Now, the wax, it came with wax, right? So what I do, you open this up, get your wax out. So there are two plastic covers. There's one on the back and there's one on the front. I peel off the one on the front. Now, what am I going to do with the wax? Well, my pen's not going to pick up a drill until I have wax in it. So all I do, let me see, you can see it right there. Okay. I just stick my pen in, kind of twist it around a little bit, pull it up, and now I have wax inside of my pen. All right, so we got the wax. I'm going to put the plastic cover back on. Put it back in its nice little heart-shaped container. It's just super cute. And I'm ready to go. The cool thing with diamond painting is you can really get started right away. You don't have to get special tools like the rest of us do as we grow a little more confident in our diamond painting. The basic stuff works just fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my first color. And I usually kind of work, the way I like to work is top to bottom. And I usually work like right to left because I'm right-handed. I don't want to put my hand in the glue. So I'm going to pick C. So I'm going to go over here. C is 743. So I'm going to look through all my baggies of drills. And my bag of drills is just a pile. It might be driving you crazy. It drives me crazy a little bit. I usually kind of sort, when I'm working without filming, I usually sort in color families and I just have it kind of spread across my desk. But that's okay. We're just going to do with what we have, with the space that I have to film. So 743. 743, that's C. Okay, well, now I'm going to take this little boat. I'm going to pour just a few drills in. And I'll usually put the bag I'm working out of kind of over to the side away from the other ones so I know what color I'm working on. And you just kind of shake it and just kind of let it fall down. And now you have a little line of drills. And all I'm going to do, after I get the cat hair off, sorry, my cats are shedding like crazy. I'm going to pick up one drill, just place my pen on the drill, push down, that wax is going to grip your drill, and then you're going to go here and you're just going to pop it down. And now my wax did kind of stick to this drill. I'm just kind of pressing it down. I may have had a little too much wax. And that's all you do. You just dip in, press down. Dip in, press down. Are you going to be perfect and have it perfectly aligned? No, probably not. I don't. But it'll work out. A lot of times, especially with your square drills, it'll work out in the end. So when I have a line like this, I kind of do what they call checkerboarding, meaning I do one, skip one, and then I kind of go back in. And this kind of helps keep your rows a little straighter. And sometimes you get a really satisfying clicking sound as you put your drills in. When you get a little more confident, you can do what we call multi-placing. And multi-placing, I'll show you, is where you have a different type of pen tip. We'll use this one. You have a different type of pen tip and you can actually pick up a line. So I can pick up a line of however many drills I want. So there's 3 in the next one I'm going to work on. So I've picked up a line and you just go down and you just kind of put them on your line. And this one holds, I think, up to 8. So I can do as much as 8 or I can do as little as 1 or 2. It just depends. I didn't start multi-placing until I got really comfortable diamond painting just because I didn't know how to do it. Um, so when you want to multi-place, it's really the same as when you want to put glue in your single placer. You just take or put wax in your drill pen. You just take the wax, you make sure that this is empty, and you just pop it down, wiggle it around, pull it up, and now you have wax. And then it just becomes the same type of thing as when you're picking up one at a time. Multi-placing lets you go faster. I found that sometimes I'm not as precise or as neat with multi-placing. I think that just takes time. Now this wax might be a little old. Let's see. But I do like the way I can kind of do more than one at a time. Hold on one second. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a work thing pop up. I'm kind of training someone, and so even though I'm on my break, sometimes she'll message me and ask me if I can help her real quick. So even if I'm on a break, I stop and try to help her with whatever she needs help with. So I poured some more drills into my little boat, my little tray, and I just like to get them to line up as nicely as possible. Since we're new to diamond painting, we're just going to do one drill at a time. And I just find all of my symbol. I'm still working on C. And I'm just going to plop these down. And I like to try to keep my hand out of the glue. And I just plop them down. I look for all of my little C's. And I will say, don't get frustrated if you think you found all of your symbol. You put your stuff up and then you're on to your next color and you realize, nope, I missed a symbol. Because that happens a lot. And that's usually why I like to kind of set to the side the color that I've used so that I can easily pull what I need. Now, some people don't like to work out of baggies. I don't really mind, especially when it's a little kit like this. I find it really a lot easier and a lot more portable to work out of these little Ziploc bags. There are different containers that you can buy, the different storage containers when you want to work on bigger items, or if you don't like the Ziploc bags, maybe you're afraid you'll spill. Spills happen, but it always gets it's kind of a little scary because you don't want to spill all of your drills and then not have enough. One good thing about working with the bigger companies, I don't know about paint. I'm sure Paint Gym has the same policy, but there are companies that have a warranty on your kit, on your project, so that if you have a spill and you've lost your drills, you don't have enough of a color, you can reach out to their customer service and they'll help you out. And maybe they'll send you extra drills for whatever color you need. I know one time with Dreamer Designs, I actually did not have one of my colors. It was just missing. And I messaged customer service, and within a few days, they mailed me the color that I needed. So it was no big deal. I just told them, this is the kit I'm working on. This is the order number. I think I told them what order number that kit came from. I just looked it up on my account. And yep, they just quickly sent it to me. No big deal, no hassle. I do like that. So I'm going to still do this. I'm going to do this single-handed, but this could get a little boring just watching someone diamond paint. Maybe you like it. I enjoy it. There are a series that I really enjoy called Whip and Chats, and that I think I've done one. And that is just where someone diamond paints and just talks about what's going on in their life or talks about whatever they feel like talking about. I find it kind of soothing. It's nice. I like to do it. I actually like to watch those or listen to those when I'm working because it kind of lets me kind of concentrate on what I need to do and I'm not really missing anything super important. So if I have a lot of filing I need, or if I have a document I really need to work on, I'll put on a whip and chat and just kind of just listen. And I like hearing about, I like hearing people's life updates. Like I said, work's been really crazy for me, so I've really been enjoying anything that kind of calms my brain, helps me to focus, especially on the really stressful task I've been working on for the past few weeks. I have a project that's due by the end of the month, but I'm really pushing to get my part done by the end of today so that I can send it to the people I need to send it to. And then I can kind of monitor their responses, get them to send me what I need before the end of that project due date. All right, so I finished my first color. So now this can be the tricky part. We're going to put the drills, whoops, see, you can spill. We're going to put the drills back in, and all I do is I just tip my boat down, kind of close the plastic bag over, and I just softly tap, 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 and pour my color back into the correct baggie. And now I'm going to pick my next color. And you can really pick any color you want. Like I said, I like to work start with the color that's over here and kind of work my way up so that I can eventually kind of softly place my hand down without worrying about getting it the sticky all unstickied. So since I'm in the yellow orange family, I think I would do T next. And if I go over here, I'm going to see that T is 307. And I just happened to pull 307 for the first time. So I might switch you around because I'm getting a little bit of a shadow. It's just the way the lighting is, and it's kind of a dull gray day. I might try to move you around, and I think I'll time lapse it, and then when we get to the last color, I will come back and we can finish it together. So again, I just kind of very gently shake. Now these little trays, they're okay to start out with. The cool thing about diamond painting, like I said, is all of your kits come with what you need. So you don't have to go out and buy, you don't have to go out and buy all accessories to start diamond painting. Your accessories can come as you start to kind of experiment with what you like and don't like. I'm really not a fan of these little trays, see, just because I like a lot of drills in my tray. But it's doable, it's workable. It gets you going. So, okay, I'm probably going to try to move you around a little bit. I'm going to put this on time lapse and I'm going to finish this one up and I will come back. All right, I'm back. I thought it would be fun to do the last two, and I also wanted to show you what I do when the wax stops sticking, right? So I'm going to use the handy dandy tweezers that they gave us, and now I'll also show you what else the tweezers can be used for. But this time around, sometimes it doesn't want to come out. So we're just gonna leave it in there. I don't even know if these tweezers will work. I will use my set of tweezers to kind of pull out the old wax. I'm going to have to, now these plastic tweezers are not very good ones. So let me get the tweezers that I always use. Some kits, some companies sell tweezers that look like this. And this is an old one from Diamond Art Club. Dreamer Designs still sends tweezers, and I really use these just to kind of pull out the old wax. Now this wax hasn't really been that good. I don't know if it could be my climate. I'm in Louisiana and I have the window open today. It's a little warm and it's really humid. So that could be what's going on. All right. And I've never used their wax, so it could be that their wax just isn't all that great. I don't know. But I'm just going to do the same thing I did last time. Stick it in, twist it around, and I got a whole new set of wax. Let me show you what else you can use the tweezers for. If you're having a hard time placing your drills, or if you're trying to get them really well placed, there are some special drills you can even use tweezers for. There's ones that are called ABs, short for Aurora Borealis, and they have a special coating on the top of the drill that makes it shimmer and gives you kind of that iridescent look to it. Sometimes people have a hard time using wax or putty, and so they will use tweezers. But you can also use tweezers to single place your drills, and I'll show you. And it's really easy. I just grab and place. I may have to hold the tray like this. There we go. When I first started diamond painting, those tweezers are crap. When I first started diamond painting, this is how I did my first 2 big diamond painting canvases. So I kind of got used to it. And I did this really so I could work on getting a nice straight placement. That's what people kind of recommended. I meant to tell you, so this is the top here and the bottom is just flat, and that's how you know, you can tell the difference, because you want to put the flat side down so it'll stick. Whoops. You can kind of move the good thing about this is a poured glue canvas, meaning they poured the glue on. So if you need to, it's a little forgiving. You can pick up a drill if you put it in the wrong spot, and you can move it around without ruining your adhesive. Let me try that. I'm at an odd angle, so don't judge. I got my checkerboarding pattern off, didn't I? That's okay. Now I can keep doing the checkerboard. I can keep using the tweezers. It does get hard though. Nah, that's not gonna work. Okay. You might hear my cat. She decided to play with a toy. So now I'm just gonna go back through and just add and I'm just going to go back and fill in the empty spaces. Oh, I got a little bit of wax. I'm going to apologize. The cats came out of hiding, and so you might see one in a minute. He's on my desk. Right now, he's just watching me. So sometimes when I'm placing and I see that my placement's off a little, I just kind of use my pen to kind of move things around. My biggest tip, my biggest piece of advice is don't let the fear of perfection stop you. And I'm just filling in the empty spaces. So the reason why there is so much cat hair is because my cat likes to climb on my desk. And you might see his little face. That's Ash. Ash likes all the attention, of course. Oh. And we're on the last color. I know there's a few drills from the previous color, but my battery's about to die, so we're just going to go with it. So this is basically how you diamond paint. And these little kits are a great way if you're a little scared to start a big project. It's a great way to kind of get a feel for it without investing a ton of time. And then you can decide if this is something you want to keep doing. I actually did it backwards. I started on a bigger canvas and, you know, I really enjoyed it. And oh, I was talking about don't let the fear of perfection get you. So it's really easy to really get obsessed about having perfectly straight lines, no gaps. I get it. I like having straight lines, but I also like having finishes and having my projects, like working on them. So I've learned to kind of just do my best and to let mistakes go. Either I can fix a mistake or, you know, these aren't really meant to be viewed up close. They're kind of meant to be viewed standing a few feet back. So what you have an issue with may not even be noticeable to anyone who doesn't realize that there's a problem. And that is what a completed mini kit painting looks like. And I'll show you the mess over here. Completely unorganized chaos. Right over there. What I usually do, it's a little more organized. Usually I will do mine in color families. And not even strict color families. Just like this. Oh, that's more of a teal. That's like a light blue. That's like light teal. And that's how I do it. And I'll just kind of organize all of them and then I just stack them up. And when I'm ready, I put them all back into this kit and I'll show you that real quick. So this is kind of how I have it arranged. Sorry, I'm just kind of, there we go. You can arrange it however you want. This is just kind of how I do it. And then I pull bags as I need them. And then I just kind of stack them. Some people might want to keep them in numerical order. That'll work too. It's whatever. The cool thing about diamond painting is really it's however it's going to work for you. You know, all of our brains work differently. So what makes sense to me may not always make sense to you, and that is a-okay. So I have that. And then I usually keep my completed paintings with my uncompleted. And the cool thing, so with this, you can frame it. You can put it in a photo album. You can do all sorts of fun things. But that's fun. So now I'm just cleaning up. I'm going to put that in here. And all of the drills and all of the baggies that came in that kit, there should be enough drills to cover all of these. And I just like to keep it all together. There's a red and an orange. We'll put that there. And I just stack my colors in here. Oh, here's another color. And below I'll have a link to this specific kit, and you can look. They have some kits that go up to $40, and then they also have some kits that I think are $20 and on clearance. So it's pretty, you get 16. You get 16 designs, and you have everything you need in one little box, and they're fun. They're fun little projects, and I hope you enjoyed. And I think on the next one, we're going to talk about all the different types of storage and accessories that can come with diamond painting. So thank you so much for spending time with me. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.